Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you very much for coming joining the stream. Morning, Evs. For being the first one in here, thank you very much for coming joining. Come on, you irons. Why is my camera so high up? Am I sitting too high? Oop. Very unprofessional of me, sorry. Phone alarm going off telling me that it's time to stream. I set up an alarm to basically tell me when it's 9 o'clock on a Saturday and a Sunday, just so you say you should be streaming right now, or you should be at least preparing to get the stream ready. So I hope you had a good week. We're going to be starting obviously the second weekend of we're going to be starting the second weekend of the I was going to say Port Vale because I've just seen Port Vale in the chat. The second weekend of the West Ham relegation rebuild. 87 rated Robert Snodgrass team of the season. Villa team, I will honestly tell you that means absolutely nothing to me because I do not play Ultimate Team. So that means absolutely nothing to me. And Evs, yes, I am going that game today. I should have been doing something else, but I can't. I changed my plans around so I can go and do that. I will say in the stream today that I will have to go pretty much on the dot of 11 o'clock, if not just before, because I've got something I need to do before I go to the Vale. So we'll be simming a couple of games to start off with, just to get just to try and keep the pace going with this series, and we want to get through this first season as quickly as possible. So we'll be playing this first game against Cheltenham, and then our second game of the second game of the stream will be against Vale. And I already told you that every game we play against Vale, unless it is for a cup final or whatever, I will be simming because I'm not playing that. Have you secured the playoff places now, Villa? I haven't kept up to date. I know you was trying to get automatic, but I believe that hope has gone now, or I could be wrong. So I think you should have a good enough for the playoff places. So the game against Cheltenham, we're going with this lineup here. Obviously, we've got the cheat code that is Andy Carroll still on the bench. Thanks to you guys in the chat. Now, at any point, I'm going to type this in the chat now. At any point in the game where you want me to bring on Andy Carroll, all you have to do is do that exclamation point Carroll, and it comes up with a generic message saying it's time, bring on the Andy Carroll, and you can control when I bring on Andy Carroll in any game in this career mode. If you don't want me to use him, then don't use it, obviously. But if you think it's time to use it, then you type in the Carroll. But obviously we start every game without him. Yeah, good morning Cameron, hope you're doing well. So yeah, that's it, it's time, bring on the Andy Carroll. That will get spammed in the chat when you want me to use Carroll. So that's how you use it. You can use it with a capital C or a lowercase c, it works both ways round. So that is the cheat code for chat. If anyone wants to use it, they can do. So let's go and play this. Good morning, Bipolar Bear. Hope you're doing well. Thank you to everyone for coming and joining the stream. And hope you are doing well. Robbie, are you going the game this afternoon or are you working, sir? Yep, it works. Yeah, we've got to make sure it works. You know, what's the point of having a cheat code if it doesn't work? It's like putting the Konami code in the Konami games and it not working. What's the point? So we're playing with a Christmas tree formation because it's Christmas every day in West Ham. Because they're just giving away points to every other team that goes down. You'll see how you feel after work, fair enough. Yeah, I'm popping up. My brother's unfortunately not going today, which is weird, which is strange. Last home game of the season my brother can't get. But my dad's going, a couple of my uncles are going, so we're going to go and have a nice laugh. I don't really care what the result is today. I would like to see Dior Angus start and see what he's like, because he is going to be a big part of the team next season. I've got a feeling, and I hope he does well for us. because he's got pace, he's got a bit of flair, and by the looks of everything he's done in the lower leagues, he can find where the back of the net is. And so I'm interested to see how he plays. He's only played, I think he's played less than 30 minutes for us away at Forest Green. Like, it was like the day or two after he signed for us. So he hasn't had much first team football. He's been out on loan at Tamworth and then coming back. So hopefully he's going to come back and do well for us. Good morning, Sneaky. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Couldn't join last Saturday. I was playing QPR funnily enough. It happens, Evs. You just, and that's the chill thing about this is we don't really care. Well, no, I'll change that. We care when you turn up because we like everyone to be here when we can. But if you can't turn up, it's no biggie. Hang on. Villa Stadium can hold 42,000. Is that confirmed? Because I thought it was only like a high 20s, low 30s seater stadium. It's a 42-seater stadium. I didn't realise Villa were that popular. Damn. Vale sellout. Vale's gonna be a decentish crowd today. I'd be surprised if it's above 7, but I'd be surprised if it's above 7,000. But I'd be very disappointed if it's only 5 and a bit. Queener. Oh, nice bit of pace. Can we get it through to... Oh, that's a nice ball out for Nyambe. Nyambe fires it in. Brooks with the slide. Finders blocks it. Good luck today, Cameron. Hope you win the league for us, mate. Let us know if you do. And get a shout out for being league champions. Carrollson. You can't use the cheat code this early, Robbie. Oh, Brooks. With his left peg, kills it just over the bar. That's the one thing. I'm end of the season. It's pretty much guaranteed that some fans. Yeah, cheers, Cameron. Good luck today again, mate. Just making sure it's still working. Yeah, the issues I've been having with my PC over the past couple of weeks. Thanks for checking, Rob. Ridiculous. I think I've got them all sorted for the time being. And then, well, I thought I got them all sorted last week, and then the streaming software on my PC just decided to just go black for 35 seconds. Cut out the stream, down for 5 to 10 minutes, and then it split the file into 2 streams, which I thought was weird. But, and then the first boot up today didn't work, so I had to boot the machine twice. So it's working, and there's no free kit there. Come on, ref. It's working, but it's not. It's been a very temperamental little piece of machinery. That's easy for McCarthy. How is everyone doing? Have you all had a good week? Well, the thing is, I would say yes, Rob, but seeing as he didn't want to turn back on once I turned it off, that didn't seem to make it work, because to turn it on, turn it off, requires you to turn back on again. But yeah, no, I went through the usual IT routes, you know. I turned it on, turned it off. I also did the 360 spin with my pinky in my ear as I put the plug back in. You know, the fail-safe method of getting everything to work. Did a rain dance. And I feel slow today. It's like I'm picking everything up a couple of seconds after I should have done. Busquets. You know what, Rob? The chocolate truffles thing, I should have tried. That's number 632 on the IT list, isn't it? See, I only went down to 630. Oh, so see you later, Villa team. I only got down to 630, mate. So, you know, unfortunately. Oh. Yeah, Ice just murked me. Absolutely murked me. No, I didn't. Sneaky, you see, again, that's number 666 on the list, isn't it? It's either 666 or 667 on the list. And as I said to Robbie, I only got down to 630. You know, it's the way it goes. Well, hang on, we nearly got a free kick then. We got a free kick! Yes! We got a free kick! We never get free kicks. That would have been perfect if it worked. It is what it is. And I will just say at this moment in time, Matt, happy birthday for yesterday. Happy birthday for yesterday, Matt. Hope you had a good day, mate. How many I have? What testicles at one? It's I think he was on about the little point system that's that generates in this. You see, Matt, this is. You mentioned it in last week's stream, mate. Oh, nice play, Davy Brooks shoots straight at Flinders. Against the YY no scopers. Oh no, Sneaky's lost this one. Oh no, Sneaky stands no chance against the YY no scopers. It's your party today. Well, I hope you have a good day, mate. Joel Osorio gets a bit of space onto the edge. Shoots. Good save by Flinders. To the back post with the cheek. Oh, it didn't work. How can they get away with that pass there? Hey. I'd take homework over normal work at any time of the week.
We've got 2 added minutes. That's been signalled now. Could be dangerous.
Jones drops it off. Can't get a space. Gives it to Brooks. Brooks at the edge of the area. Fires it over. We have been so wasteful. And the one chance that Cheltenham have had, they've slid it into the corner. Good header, Brooksy. Nice. That's the phone I've got. That's the phone I've got. Did I get Jack Robinson? Did I have Jack Robinson? Did I? Yeah, but he's a central defender though, Evs. It's getting him in, getting him into that area is going to be difficult enough. Let's go ultra attack to start off the second half. See if we can work something.
Good position. They've worked this attack very well into a quite a dangerous position now.
Sorry, please, free kick, ref. Oh, come on. And you're for 2 weeks. Are you getting what are you getting? Do you know what you're getting, Sneak? Please, please, please tell me you're getting a Nokia 3210, please. Please. Brooks. Good block by Morel. Brooks drops it off. Queener. Edge of the area. Shoots! Great finish! That is a great finish from Queener. And we've managed to get a goal. Finally! Finally get a goal. And I've just... That's probably not the right place for that gift because he blocks off the face, but he was doing the shush anyway, so that's fine. The new S9. Ooh, Galaxy Blue. Kyle, thank you very much for coming during the stream. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Thank you very much. The S9, yeah. I'm not a huge fan of Samsung. Apart from the TVs. I love the TVs, but I'm not. Other than that, I'm not a huge fan of Samsung. The TVs are amazing.
Some potential in this move.
Sorio, bit of space, can't get the finish. Goal kick.
In the end, way off target with that.
Close enough. We're close enough to it. Is that a test or is that an actual request this time, Rob?
Castro.
If anyone wants me to use Andy Carroll anytime, use the exclamation point Carroll. Oh dear, it looks like it's time. We're going to start it now. Carroll needs to. If Carroll's coming on the pitch, we better get him warmed up. You know, he's going to need a little bit to get those thigh muscles, those hamstrings, everything warmed up because he's getting old and he keeps getting injured, so he needs to warm up. So, Andy, come on, get your warm up done. The crowd are asking for it. It's almost Carroll time. It's Carroll time now. His warm ups are complete. Osorio off, Andy Carroll on. We're also going to bring on Etienne Jr. for Haksanovic because he's just not looking like he's at the races today. A part of the season when this is the 9th game of the season, so we're on early first season. And here comes the big man. He's completed his warm ups. The crowd have asked for it. Big man Andy Carroll coming onto the pitch, and that's it. It's going to be game over now. Brooks, Carroll gets his first touch. Don't get injured, Andy. Don't get injured. He's made a run. He's made 3 or 4 paces on the run. Gives it off to Brooks. Brooks shoots wide. I think they will as well. I hope they enjoy League One as well. The only reason why I hope they enjoy League One is because I just don't want to see them get relegated again. Don't get me wrong, I think it's funny that they've gone down 2 straight divisions, and I just don't get it. What on earth has happened to that football club? I mean, Newcastle technically could have gone that way with Mike Ashley being in charge because of the fact that they've done no support for anybody really. But he's kept... somehow Rafa's done a miracle worker. An absolute miracle worker to keep that team together with there's so much uncertainty off the, what do you call it, off the pitch.
Off to the supporting player. Good challenge.
If Rafa walks, it'll be because someone's offered him a great deal. How did that go in? How? What? I don't even get that. We've got a bit of pinball in the box, and it's just flown in. I like Ian Holloway. Just to watch him as an interviewer, I love him. I think he's hilarious. Him, Warnock, Dyche, even Harry Redknapp, they would have what do you call it? They would have moments where they're just pure amazing comedy value. Oh, tried to get the spin move with Carroll. Then again, probably shouldn't try to spin move with him because he might pull a hip out. Big Sam, yeah, Big Sam as well. But I find Big Sam a joke for just other reasons. Holloway, when he was manager of Blackpool in the Premier League, was amazing. But what was it as well? Who was it? Palace manager at the time, Dowie. Ian Dowie as well will come out perfect one-liners. I mean, that season when they tried to get what do you call it? Bounce back ability into the dictionary. That was amazing. That was amazing.
The supporters, Alan, trying to play their part here and lift the home team.
Carroll's first touch. They're on him like a rash. Brooks. Down the line for Nyambe. He's got a bit of space. Sellers with the block. That manager, yes, yeah. Gareth Ainsworth, yes. Ainsworth won't leave Wickham though. No, he won't leave Wickham. Robbie's right about that. Ainsworth's a great manager though. It's like he won't even go for them. He won't go for the money. He's just that good of a guy. Put him under pressure. Oh, come on. No, he's Wickham and Vale through and through.
Absolutely no trouble for the goalkeeper here.
Can't wait to take you back to the Premier League. Morning, BFG. Hope you're doing well. Yep. Hey, Aspin will take us to the United Confederate League. I don't know what that is. I've just made it up on the spot. Just wanted to something that was a UCL.
Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Striding forward purposefully.
Carroll, bit of space. First time we can actually get him. And Brooks just gets murdered by Grimes. And what's that? You are kidding me! You are kidding me! How is that a free kick to them?
We're hearing there will be 3 added minutes here. Well, this could be the last.
Come on, I'm so bad at FIFA. I am bad at FIFA. It does sound sexy. It does, but to be perfectly honest though, it sounds like a league that. You are kidding me. Ice has just got his third. Yeah, Evs, I will say that blue and white mohawks, a coloured hairstyle doesn't mean anything. Pogba has whatever team he's playing for colour in his head. Doesn't necessarily mean he respects them. How is that a goal? I'm done. Yeah, I'm stupid. I'm just awful at this game. But yeah. Yeah. Well, to be perfect, we were crap that day as well. We were. 2 straight promotions. You're going to take it. Yeah. The Confederate. I was just going to say the United Confederate League sounds like it's only in the south of the United States. That's what it sounds like it should be. Gooch! I love Gooch. I love Gooch. Love Gooch. Love the word. The word is amazing. Word is just amazing.
Crawley Town 1. Colchester United 0. Wycombe Wanderers 2. Coventry City 1. Exeter City 0. Crewe Alexandra 1. Carlisle United 1. Stevenage 1.
If you could, the thing is, do you think it's like wow, wow, Football Vampire. Good morning. Thank you very much for coming and joining. Hope you're doing well. L scouted. That's good. Right, we're putting the second string out for. I told you we're simming all the games against Vale. We're simming all the games against Vale. Oh, I've left the GIF on, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Langton, Gibbons, Smith, Raglan, Knops. Kelly's playing! Kelly's playing! Luke Hannon, Anthony Kay, Worrell, Montano, Whitfield and Pope. That's a good starting lineup for Vale, that is. Barney for Pope? Get out of my club! Harness for Whitfield? Get out of my club! And Carroll comes on the cheat code and gets it. Worst restaurant service or shop in your head and what happened? The worst restaurant service I ever had. See you later, Ebs. Enjoy the rest of your day, mate. The worst restaurant service I ever had was when I was growing up and I was young. I think I was about, well, I was growing up, I was about 16, 17. Aunt Long found out I was celiac, basically means I'm allergic to wheat. And Ray, thank you very much for coming and joining the stream. Hope you're doing well. We went out as a family, and I asked for a steak, and there was onion rings that were put on it. And obviously onion rings are breaded, can't have wheat. So we said, can we have the steak but with no onion rings? So the first time round, they brought it out and they had onion rings on the top of it, and we're saying, right, look, we asked for it without onion rings. My son's allergic. Can you please go prepare it again? So what they did was they took it back, took the onion rings off, and brought the plate straight back out. It's like, no, my son's allergic to those, and you've literally just took it off. So it means that they've touched it and he now can't eat it. We go, yeah, but they're no longer there. But no, they touched the meat, which means now he can't have the meat. So you're basically just giving him a plate of peas and chips. Huh? And it's safe to say, after about 15 minutes of arguing and getting the manager, we finally got it changed. Finally. But yeah, it took time to get that sorted, and that was stupid. Newfield says he wants to start. You know, I've got no bones against him. Let's start him. And Blue Toffee, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that compliment. It means the world to me. Thank you, sir. Thank you. He's a beast, but he's not playing well at the minute, so I'm dropping him. And now the second game that we're playing against Forest Green, we'll have to see if we can do any better than the first time I played. What have you guys got planned for the weekend? I'm just going to take my hoodie off, so 2 seconds. How did you get West Ham into League 2? I relegated them. You can watch it. You can switch the leagues. If you go back to the first episode, you can see when you go into where you're picking your team, it gives you an option to press Y or triangle to swap teams. And then all I did was I swapped West Ham from the Premier League with Wolves. Because Wolves are going up this year, and then obviously swap West Ham with Wigan in League 1, and then swapped them with Accrington in League 2, because they're all the teams that are going to either guarantee promotion or we're top of the table last weekend when I tried it. So that's how I did it. And then I edited the team to get rid of everyone below 70 rated. And that is the challenge for this year, is we are not signing anyone. Yeah, got it at Eurogamer. I got it at Eurogamer last year. And we ended up... So we got rid of all the 70 rated players and above. And we are not allowed to sign anyone above the rating of 70. If they grow above 70, then fine. But... Ultra Sun. I can't turn my lights up any brighter. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. Yep, Newfield gets the start and he gives away a penalty. Ruben Reid. Let's see if we can juke him out. Jukey. It worked! The juke worked! McCarthy, great double save! Great double save! The jukey worked! No, the game... Oh, I have not a clue what that is, Kyle. Not a clue at all, mate.
He saw the look from the other player and saw where the pass was going. Read it.
Yep, that's fine, Rob. That's fine. Nakam tackle, fracka dackam. Oh, Pokemon Ultra Sun. Is that's only on DS, isn't it? Nope, never played it. I've never played it. The last Pokemon I played, I think, was Black and White. I think I played Black or White. I can't remember which one I played. But yeah, I don't own a 3DS now, so I can't play it. I am awful at FIFA. I am awful at FIFA today. If someone wants to buy me a 3DS, you know, so I'll play it, then yeah, cool. Kidding. The only Nintendo console I own is the Switch. Oh, Brooks, nice spin move. Rawson with the good block. Yeah, if they do a 1DS, is that paper? Well, it'd still be 2DS, wouldn't it? I suppose, because it's still two-dimensional. Cheers, have a good day, Sneak. I hope you have a good time if you can, mate. Brooks tries to slide it in. West Ham fan Dalraj, thank you very much for coming and joining this stream. Vale are amazing, Dalraj. They're my favourite. They are my favourite team. Vale are. See you later, Sneaky. Can someone tell me how to FIFA? Because I am obviously not. I'm getting murked by Forest Green. I got murked by Cheltenham. Oh, Donis. Brooks. Joe. Lovely ball. Queener. Steps it back. Lovely. Flies it in. Brooks with the goal. Phew. Phew. We managed to get a goal. That is good. That's a lovely little floaty ball, and Brooks from 6 yards can't miss. Brooks is the only one we're getting a goal with. I might have to change formation. It doesn't feel like we're able to break through the back line as much as I need to. Well done, Joe. Oh, great. Steps inside neutral. No! Damn! Damn!
That's good movement forward here.
Queener. A 5-foot pass. And he can't make that. Good battling back by Joe.
Won that passage of play and come away with the ball. To Brooks.
See that goal from that? No. I don't know. I don't even know what game was on last night.
That's a wonderful tackle.
Oh, come on. That was not the pass that I wanted. It was not the pass that I wanted. Jones tries to slide it through to Brooks. Brown with the slide. Well, that's a good birthday present for him. Did Sunderland win? Or did he do the usual?
Prepared to just pass the ball around in their own half, winning the game as the scoreline tells you. There's some potential in this move.
Jones gets a bit of space, cuts it back again. This time grabs Clements, and that should have been a penalty. Was he off his hands?
Alan, the floor is yours on this goal again that's given them the lead.
Jody Jones, we've got that man at the back post. Head in, Canate! Finished this time! We've got 2 from within the 6-yard box, and we're finally getting there. Lost 2-1 usual. Oh, they were against Fulham. Yeah, okay, now I understand. Okay, now I understand that. And I've got to put the gif on because we've got a goal, obviously. Canate with the header, and he bounced off the post. Okay. It's when you said the finals, I didn't understand what game you were talking about, BFG. Mitrovic. To be perfectly honest, he seems like another one of those strikers that's found his level at the Championship and shouldn't really go any higher. That's, again, in my opinion. He's just a good player. He looks like a very good Championship striker. A bit like Jordan Rhodes. He just looks like Jordan Rhodes. And oh, who's that Chelsea player that? Well, he was a Chelsea player that went to Middlesbrough on loan for 2 or 3 seasons. Bamford? Was it Bamford? It just looks like they're not quite at the level high enough to play at the Premier League level, but they do. But they they do great at the Championship. I know he comes from. I know he's a Newcastle player, so I know that's why you're frustrated with it, but. Ruben Reed tries the ambitious flick.
That would have got them right back in the match.
Well, they haven't had too many chances, and I think that miss could cost them in this game.
Tony's lovely ball over the top for Brooks. Get there out of your man, Brooksy. Free kick, please. Oh, come on. Brooksy to free. That's got to be a free kick. Thank you. These refs do. Well, we've got a free kick and they finally got a yellow card. We do not get anything. Usually. Brooks. That's a lovely ball. Rawson with the headed clearance. Oh, ambitious ball. Reed. Good battling by Canate. Haksanovic, Newfield.
Looking good this move. It's good play until they got that challenge in.
Good battling. Jow. Brooks onto his left peg. Oh, he probably should have took it with his right. Jody Jones. We've just got that man in the back post. We have. Doesn't quite get to him. Queenie. Good block by Rawson and gets it clear. Ruben Reed.
Now this looks promising. Came in with a challenge and the ball broke free.
Jody Jones. Queenie. Jow to Brooks. Brooks, Davy Brooks. Gets inside his man to the penalty spot. Brooks!
Went for placement here and not far away, but he'll be frustrated.
Well, when you're that far out, I think if you just get some power behind it, the keeper will have...
Shouldn't really do that. It makes me look completely bald. I have still got a bit of hair left. Can't believe Brooks has just missed that. I didn't power that up that much, did I? Oh, that's signing Magic. Well, we're out the transfer window, so I can't sign anybody at the minute. Right, we can always move Jody Jones up there. So yeah, we'll move Jody Jones into the attacking part of it, and we'll leave it at that.
Here's Robinson.
Jow looks for Queen and Grump cuts it out. Good step in here across by Niambe.
To Jones.
Jones to Brooks. Down the line for Jow. Cuts it back in. Jow into the area. Shoots it off Gunning's arm.
Very quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Obviously, are you going to be keeping the team as they are?
They've been shouting attack, 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 and this lad's taken them.
Or are you going to be getting rid of some of the players? So you'll have a lot of money to spend. It's another reason why we did it as well, is because we got 40 odd million for West Ham, and we could then buy anyone. Yeah. Because again, oh, Ruben Reed, he's hit the post again. Because what we'll do is, well, you can always just fill it with youth players and regens and get everything. I'll wait and see if it happens. I think you'll go America rather than Australia. Because no offence, but the American League is a higher standard than the Australian League.
In this attack, and it looks dangerous.
Haksanovic shoots straight at Collins.
Oh, well done
And if he decides to end his career there, then he'll obviously he's doing it for the money.
Supported there as he can head it on to someone who's waiting to receive it.
You know, and that would be you would get a nice hot weather to go and retire to. Can't really fault him. It's a nice place to end your career, America. Joe hits it off gunning. If I had the opportunity to go and end my career in America as a football player, I would do. Guarantee. I would either end it if I couldn't end my career at Port Vale. I would end my career in America. No, he won't do as Zlatan. Rooney hasn't got the flexibility. And let's face it, Zlatan's net worth is probably 2 times what Rooney's is. So Rooney will sell shirts, definitely, but he won't be able to have the same effect as what Zlatan does, because Zlatan is the global brand. Oh, that's a lovely back heel from Brooks. Etienne off the post. Well, that's a thing. I'm gonna put I'm gonna check. Yep, no, it's this week. Wait, it's this weekend, Kyle. Yeah, definitely. And I've got it down as a Red Bull win. I think Red Bull are gonna win it.
Good idea. Well, it's not executed with enough subtlety, really. The run was a good one. Under some pressure, he shielded it well.
That's nice play from the boys.
Attacking power in this situation.
Oh, they're getting in each other's way. Nope, Hamilton. Nope, I can't see Mercedes winning it. They've been too far off the pace. They've been way off the pace. No, I haven't. I need to. I'm gonna have a look at it. I've got to go. As I said at the start of the stream, I've got to go out early. So I'm going to be finishing the stream. Oh, I've messed up there. I'm going to be going out early today to do some stuff before I go Vale. So I'm going to hopefully have 10-15 minutes while I'm having my dinner. So I'm going to try and do that then. What's your team, Kyle?
Yeah, what a chance. I mean, listen, it's late on. It might not have made a difference, but it would have given them a squeak of a chance, that.
Oh, Jody Jones. Oh, that would have been perfect if he managed to get the goal. It was a lovely move. Construct a Mercedes, okay.
There's the interception. This could lead to a chance. It's good attacking play. Looking for the cross.
Aksanovic to the back post. Laird heads it clear. We're going to have another corner.
West Ham United are given a corner. Short corner. Timely challenge.
Before it's all cookies and cream. Do you have to do it on PC, or is there an app for it, Kyle? I honestly think you've gone for the wrong hash driver there. But I what you call it? I like you thinking behind the rest of them. But I think you've definitely gone for the wrong hash driver this year.
English Football League 2.
Magnussen prefers this car this year. It is set up to be a lot more stable at the rear than what Grosjean prefers. A better front car. Grosjean prefers it to have a nicer rear, which Magnussen prefers it to have a nicer rear. Which take that as you want. Take that as you want, chat. But yeah, that's what he prefers. And Magnussen this year, the car seems to suit him a hell of a lot better than Grosjean. And you can tell that McLaren have set up their car to give Alonso the best year that he possibly can, because Van Dorn's nowhere near him. No, don't get me wrong, he is the better driver, but this year the car suits Magnussen more. I mean, you just look at the results they've been able to get.
In 7th, Exeter City with 17 points. In 8th, Coventry
Right, so we've got no one from Nigeria worth signing.
3rd bottom, Port Vale with 10 points. 5th bottom, Barnet with 10 points.
Jordan Henry, the first youth academy player to come through, and he's going to either be a winger or he's going to be a striker. Adam, boys, cheat code, we've won the game. 550k. 550k. Yeah, okay. It's a pity, Tyler Moore, you haven't got a face, because otherwise you'd be coming in as well. Daniel Sullivan, we've got 3 from America. Well done. Well done, Scout. Cameron Ward, luckily we didn't want him. Declan Baker, come and join. Isaac Brown's just underneath the limit. Yep, we only get the 1. Okay, so now we're going to just send the youth scouts out again to different countries. We've just been to England, so we're going to go to Scotland with this scout. And we've already got a goalkeeper, so let's go technically gifted. We went to Nigeria, so let's go back to Africa, but this time we are going to go to South Africa. And we are going to be going for defensive-minded player. And seeing as you've just said China on in the chat, let's go China. And we'll go China for any. We'll just get China with 2 billion people. We'll find one player. China was definitely a good result for me. Australia was a bad day, but China and Bahrain, Magnussen outpaced Grosjean all weekends. Let's have a look at these youth players. What positions do we have in the youth academy now? Jordan Henry's a right winger. Okay, so Daniel Sullivan, 54 potential to be 92. He's a cam. Adam Cunningham, 61 already, 77 to 94. I don't know on that one. I think the car is just. I think Mercedes have just tried to set up the car to be too. Well, what they're trying to make it so it's more versatile in all conditions. But unfortunately, what it looks like they've done is they've made it so it is very difficult to set up. And they have to get it just right. And if you don't get it just right, then it's a massive handful. Because Hamilton just loves it when he can just commit it and just absolutely throw it in and have full confidence. He just doesn't look like he's got full confidence this year. At all. Let's put Busquets back in. Donis played well. So we're going to put Donis in for Queener. And we're going to swap Haksanovic and Jody Jones about for one game. Every driver, every car reacts completely differently to what they want to do. But I just think that Mercedes are trying too hard to make adjustments when they possibly don't need them. And they have a horrible car in dirty air because they've been so used to going out in front all the time. It's like McLaren. McLaren have got a draggy car, which, if anyone is watching and doesn't know what that means, is basically it passes. Formula 1 cars need to pass through the air so they can punch a bullet through without that much wind resistance. Whereas, unfortunately, the McLaren, there's too much wind resistance, so it makes it slow. And the McLaren is awful in a straight line. Partly because of last year's, it was the Honda engine, but they didn't realise when they were doing it how actually much that their car's drag was affecting the engine. They just thought it was all down on Honda power. They put too much blame on Honda in the last 3 years. Massively too much blame on Honda. So now, Now they've got an engine where they can be competitive with other teams and have direct comparisons against other teams around them. Now they're going, huh, we messed up. We messed up big style with this car. And now obviously they've sacked one of the technical engineer, head of technicals. I forget the guy's name, but they've sacked one of them. And they've also done a restructure of the board as well to try and have more accountability. But it's a little bit too late. They thought that this year, they thought that their car with a new engine would be brilliant. But unfortunately, they overlooked that they messed up. And Toro Rosso, full credit to them, have done amazing so far with that Honda engine. Zhao passes the ball the wrong way. And I agree, Williams, I thought when Williams had Paddy Lowe there, that they would be making strides up. It doesn't help that they've got an inexperienced driver lineup. I'm not going to put the blame on them though, because Stroll can be quick, and Sorokin has proved in the lower categories that he's good. Again, it doesn't always translate to Formula 1, but Johnny Jones whips it in. Shay's there, didn't get it away from him. No, I know, but considering what they've done and what Gasly can do, Gasly is proving himself to be a serious driver at the minute. He has proven himself to be a really good driver. But China was never going to be a race. China was never going to be a race where the less power of the Honda engine was ever going to show up. So they knew that a penalty. Oh, for crying out loud! Let's juke it again. Juke it again. Collins, which way are you going? The juke worked again. It works against the AI. Doesn't work against proper people. But yeah. So what he did in Bahrain, and he was doing well in Australia.
He's got the ball there in the...
But that was the team have come out and said that was a mess up on the team's part. That communication. Zhao cannot pass for rubbish right now.
These two have got a great understanding with their passing.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, fair enough. Sainz is on a 1-year loan to Renault. Well, 1 year and a bit because he went there at the middle of last, towards the end of last season, didn't he? So he's on a 1-year loan, but that could be turned into a longer deal. And with the emergence of Gasly, that puts more, with how good Gasly's been, should I say, that puts more pain and more pressure on Helmut Marko to make the right decision for the Formula 1 team. And I would love to see Ricciardo and Hamilton in the same car. I think that would be an amazing driver lineup, while Hamilton is still doing well. There's rumours, obviously. I honestly think if McLaren had been, fighting with Red Bull really tight at the top, that Ricciardo would have stood a chance of going to McLaren next year. I honestly believe that, because Zach Brown would have wanted. He's the hottest driver. He's the hottest driver on the grid, and if Fernando is rumoured to be leaving at the end of the season, and again it's rumours, but if Fernando's leaving at the end of the season, then McLaren have a tradition of trying to get the best driver available. And that would be Daniel Ricciardo if he becomes available. But McLaren, I think, have shot themselves in the foot unless they have an amazing second half of the season. If they have an amazing second half of the season, he could potentially still go there. But I've got a feeling that by the time we get to mid-season, even August, that contract with whoever will be signed for next year. And I think, at the minute, the favourites are Ferrari, and it's 1-0 to Luton. Do not shush me! I hate it when people shush me, especially the AI. Hamilton has gone on record as saying that he possibly would drive for Ferrari, but I don't think Ferrari would want to take Hamilton and Vettel in the same car.
There's good progress with this attack. Well, in it goes. Cleared away by the defender. Jones.
Personally, I think there's two bigger egos there. Ferrari seem to be one of the few teams that stick to the traditional one and two drivers. You know, first driver, second driver. And it's obvious with some of their tactics who their first driver is. It's Vettel. And I cannot see them magically changing their team philosophy for Hamilton when Vettel has already been established. Oh, what good block. Brooks, Sonny's right foot is weak. Yeah, it would. I think it would, because I think in the minute Ricciardo is the third best driver on the grid.
Won that passage of play and come away with the ball.
Oh, he's good at cutting those passes out in the middle of the park.
Behind Hamilton and Alonso.
On the attack here.
Vettel's fourth. Again, this is all my opinion. Vettel is the fourth best driver on the grid, in my opinion. I'm a huge McLaren fan, and the stuff that Fernando does with that car is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And the stuff that he did with that Ferrari car in the last, when it was an average, it was the third, fourth slowest car on the grid, and he was wrestling it for victories. He could drive a washing machine and still get it into the points. I mean, he did for the last 3 years.
Kick off here for the start of the second half.
The problem we're seeing is this year is we're seeing that Hamilton's not able to fight as much as he has done in previous years, whether that be a lack of confidence in the car or a lack of confidence in his self-ability or what, but he just seems to have lost a little bit of an edge for this year to start off with. Good ball whipped in, Jones with the header, goal kick. Again, I think this might be his last year in F1. I mean, he's already doing the World Endurance Championships alongside it this year as well. I think he's going to go IndyCar and try and do IndyCar and the World Endurance Championships, because he won't do the 500 again while being a part of the Formula One team. In my opinion, he won't be allowed to do that again. He's had his one chance of doing that. They're allowing him to do the World Endurance Championships this year. I honestly think he's going to go to IndyCar and do IndyCar alongside World Endurance Championships and try and win the 500 that way. Kind of do what Montoya did. Even though Montoya is part of NASCAR now, but you know, it's similar kind of thing. Why in League 2? Because we relegated him to. We're doing the name of the series is Rebuild. We're doing a rebuild. We're rebuilding West Ham from the bottom to the top. Hence why we're in League 2. Donis. Good save by Shea. Unless Button does another race. No. They won't do that. Because the Button won't do it, because it would go to Lando Norris. Button's doing the whatever it is in Asia. Forget what it's called in Asia. Super GT. He's doing the Super GT in Asia. He's actually fully racing in the Super GT. I think he finished second in his first race.
Movement in the dugout. Going to get a change here.
Yeah, so he's fully committed to that, and I think Button's days of racing in F1 are 100% done now, which I hate to say because I loved Button. I loved him. Really nice personality around the paddock, really great guy. I'm not Jared HD. Why am I a troll? How can I be a troll? Thought it was Jared HD when everything on the channel says Raccas Gaming. Everything says Raccas Gaming. It even says it underneath here. Everything says Raccas Gaming. Even on the tweet that's been put out, it says Raccas Gaming. On the thumbnail, it says Raccas Gaming. You just misclicked. That's all it is. You misclicked. Can't blame me. Oh, lovely slide ball in. Joe, good save from Shea. Darnis. Dainty to the back post. Jody Jones, you numpty. Joe, good block by Mullins. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Shinny. Out to Potts. Closing down. Well done, Niambe. Over the ball down the line. Yeah, everyone loved Button. Everyone loved his pop as well. Yeah. And you can change the names. I love Motorsport Manager. I've got it on PC and on my phone. I've got both of them on my phone as well. Really good game. Really, really good games for an F1 sim. Trying to hold his line. Last 10 minutes. We're making the subs.
There's been plenty of warming up going on, and now I think one of the substitutes will be brought into the game. Stacey. Is this going to end level, or are we going to get a winner in the closing minutes? It'd be tough for any team to lose this.
Come on.
What a win it would be if there is a successful side.
Queener, Jody Jones gets into the box. Jody, get in! Get in! Crazy Pizza Gaming, thank you for coming and joining the stream. Jody Jones with the goal. Puts us 2-1 up. Gotta hold on now. Renault have exceeded expectations, and Hulkenberg especially has exceeded expectations. Still waiting for his very first podium though. Oh, are you? Where did my defence go? Where did my defence go? One ball. Just after we scored. Where did my defence go? You know what? Sod it. Yeah, you're right. It is time for Carroll. Let's get a little bit warm up. Come on, Andy. We haven't got much time left. Are you ready? I think he's ready. Let's go.
That's what you get for gambling, for anticipating. What a finish.
One of the backup brigades has had a chance centre stage.
Oh, that was
Good place to win the ball here.
I know I've got a rubbish team. That's the entire point of it. We've got a rubbish team because
Trying to switch on the
to build and back up, we've got to rebuild. We've got to start from somewhere. To be perfectly honest, this team should be good enough to win League 2 at a canter. Jody Jones! Shea! Oh, for crying out loud! Carroll. How did Carroll not hold on to the ball there? Canate, good header. Donis. Fires it up to the big man. Andy Carroll. Shoots! Off Mullins, corner. I'm okay, thank you very much, Zach. Hope you're doing well as well, mate. Jody Jones. Back post. Donis! What a save from Shea! Back post, Canate! Oh, you are murking me. How can you miss that, Donis? Well, Donis missed the header and he bounced off flipping Shea on the backside. And then how can Canate miss that? And we drew 2-2 thanks to... We will, in the transfer window, we will do. Time on. We're on 10 past 10. That is annoying. We should have won that.
English Football League 2. Barnet 0.
Did I hear what about Dele Alli?
Carlisle United 0. Exeter City 0. Cheltenham
Not
Town,
sure.
1. Swindon Town 0. Colchester United 1.
I don't know what I've heard about Dele Alli.
Crewe Alexandra 1. Stevenage 2. Morecambe 2. Crawley Town 1. Newport County 1. Yeovil Town 0.
Now we are against Coventry.
So what do those results mean to the league table?
Right, we're going to change the formation. Hang on. What about Wayne Rooney going to what? Why did you send your heart to what? You didn't finish any of those questions, Crazy Pizza Gaming. Yeah, I'll find that out in a sec, Dallas, because I know Matt will be interested in that. But I need to change this formation. Dele Alli has started streaming on Twitch. Yeah, there's a lot of famous people are starting to do that now. So yeah, it is what it is. Let's try this one. Let's try a 4-2. We're going to try a little bit narrow. Yeah, cool. Right, we've got to start Jones because he's against his former team. Got to. Yeah, he is. He is. We bought him from Coventry because Matt or Roblox Gaming, who was in the chat earlier, he told me to buy him. Let's have a look at the league tables then. Oops, Central. Coventry are sitting in 5th. We're currently top. We're still top. How are we still top? I don't get how we're still top. Right, I'm just going to nip the loo just before this game, so I'll be back in just a second. And honestly, just talking about the famous people streaming, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if you don't see more people doing it, because I think they are starting to tell celebrities that obviously you can have Instagram, you can have Twitter, you can have everything to be interactive with the fans. But I reckon PR people are saying if you want to get like bigger social following and advertising, sponsorships and all that kind of stuff, they're going to tell people to stream. Because it's instant, and it's for the people who have the big followings already on social media, it's easy. It pretty much is easy money for them. Osorio into the box, shoots, good save by O'Brien. Jones fires it back, O'Brien again. It's up in the air. Donis. Busquets. Osorio. And I moved it too close to me. Osorio sneaks in, he sits off of O'Brien's shins. How did we not score then?
That's what defenders are for when the goalkeeper's beaten, and he was there.
And they've cut it out. Doyle. The teammates who are clearly on the same wavelength. Good refereeing there, because it was a foul, but they're playing on and playing on well. Could be a chance here. They've got the ball.
Well done, Florinus.
Really strong.
Florinus.
And the ball's gone out for a throw.
Bevan. Grimmy. Ball whips in, and that is going to be a goal kick.
Flag went up.
Oh, or offside. Somebody was offside.
Well, we know the qualities of this home team today, Alan, don't we? They're so strong defensively. Best defensive record in the league.
Well, some people call this side boring, but not for me, because they just love their clean sheets.
Hold on, Busquets. Jones slides it through to Chow. Cuts behind Willis. Well, he tried to cut behind Willis. Busquets. Florinus. Chow. Jones. And no, gives it away. Give it away. Bevan. Busquets knocks it back. Jones. Jow. Osorio. Oh, sorry, a good move. Oh! That is a good goal. That is a great finish from Osorio. What a hammer from that kid. Little step back shot. Brilliant goal.
Oh my word, I can't believe he's done that. So far out. He's
Lovely
placed onto
move.
it and found the top right-hand corner. Incredible.
And an absolute beast finish.
West Ham with this advantage. Now Kelly. Doyle. For right. Doyle.
And we give away a free kick. Yeah, and of course, the slide from Robinson, and didn't control this. We didn't control the slide, and it's a yellow card.
Maybe you couldn't blame the ref.
Good header by Robinson. Donis loses out. Reed. Kel. They. One shot, one goal. Ball gets pops out, and he just rifles it. Either we need a new goalkeeper, or we are getting absolutely screwed over by the EA bits.
What they've deserved is level. Both sides have scored here now.
Right, one mistake. They didn't even make a mistake, really. The ball just bounced out. Well done, Donis. Etienne Jr. Osorio, lovely move. Busquets. Down the line to Florinus.
Quick-witted.
He needs to work on his passing.
To intercept there.
Win that, Busquets. Good header.
Attacking team not happy about that offside call, but you can see it again here.
Well, he is quick, this lad, and he can afford to give himself another yard. He's got the beating of these defenders in a race.
Spotted that well, intercepted. They've got numbers in this attack, and it looks dangerous. McNulty. Goal kick to come.
And we are getting
Just got back to that equalising goal, Alan.
bullied by Coventry here. Osorio, Etienne Jr. Can he get the space around the defender? No, Stokes matches him stride for stride.
It's right. He made that look like a poor pass with a very good interception.
Bevan. Down low, good save. Yep, I'm playing Coventry. We took the lead. And then flipping Kelly goes and equalises. Good punch by McCarthy. Well done, Osorio. Can't get it past Grimmy.
Now Kelly. Roy. They're keeping the ball. That's the important thing.
Good battling by Busquets.
To Joe. That's good movement forward here.
Get it out, get out.
Doyle. Here's Wright. Comes the challenge. Now Wright.
Tries to slide through to Osorio.
Well read. Doyle.
Cannot win the ball back cleanly.
Kelly. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. Doyle. Got it back again from his teammate.
Grimmy.
Now the shot! The goal! Right into the corner by the post.
What the hell? That is ridiculous.
Swerved a bit at the end. It might have been going wide initially.
Absolutely ridiculous.
The inside of the post into the back of the net.
When you do hit them with that kind of accuracy, there's just no chance for the goalkeeper, no chance at all.
Fourth official has indicated 3 more minutes. On to the attack now.
Cannot. Whenever we get the ball, other team gets the ball. We cannot win it back.
Lovely ball.
Just cannot win it back.
The keeper.
And that is now 2-1 to Coventry. It's always at home. We always struggle at home.
Referee is blown.
You know what? I'm actually going to go back to a standard 4-4-2. Where's the standard 4-4-2? 4-4-2 flat. I'm going to go back to a standard 4-4-2 and see what we can do.
Signal the start of the second half. It goes out wide again. Nice move to get away
When
from
they
the
had it.
defender.
They had it,
Very
Canate.
good distance to the clearance.
Joutu. And Osorio gets blocked by the ref, I'm assuming. Well done, Donis.
Stokes.
What do you mean by still, Matt?
McNulty. Attacking well here. Anticipated the direction of the pass and was able to intervene. Now this is an interesting attack.
What is going on? Why did we not get a free kick when Osorio flipping fell down when Aurelio bloody fell? He got pushed over it and we didn't get the free kick. Etienne Jr., well done. Jody Jones. Head it. No, I wanted you to volley that, Jody. That's why I waited for it to come down. Osorio. Good move. Oh, great finish from Osorio. Finally. Oh, we're back on level terms and Osorio's got 2 from outside the box. But we are honestly struggling. Nice move. Good finish. 2-2.
He took it early as well, and I think that's what caught the goalie off guard as much as anything.
Extraordinary game here. 2 very well matched teams, and they're trading goal for goal in the game. Stokes. Well, this could be dangerous in a wide position.
Doyle.
Got his shot off now.
Wide.
It's a real opportunity, but there might be a key moment in there from a defensive point of view.
Yeah, well, they really did converge on him quickly. He didn't miss by much, but he's missed it.
Played forward, a bit
Sorry.
of finesse in this attack.
Ah, I was a little bit too slow on the uptake.
Here's Wright. Doyle. Now Kelly. Moving forward.
Nice play.
Danger to the opposition now they're here.
Good block by Robinson.
Corner here because of that deflection. Corner
Get out,
played
get out.
It's rather skewed off
We'll have that
his
goal
head
kick.
Yeah, he didn't catch it properly. I think he probably closed his eyes there. Well, he was in the right place at the right time to cut it out.
Stokes.
Oh, Joe pinches it, but we can't make any use of it. We haven't made any subs, so let's do that. Let's go a little bit more attacking. We're going to put Brooks on, and we're going to take off Robinson just in case he picks up another yellow or has to make a tackle.
Here's Wright.
Grimmer loses out. Osorio pitches it. Oh, why didn't you put more power on that, Darren? Why? You just tapped it.
Doyle. Now Kelly. Reed.
Good battling Robinson.
Oh, mistake by the goalkeeper. This with a chance to go into the lead.
Good
now.
save by McCarthy.
By the goalkeeper.
She's the best. The right wing's the best avenue. Niambe, Etienne
There's the
was the
interception.
best option. Yep, I hope Stoke lose 8-0.
Now Kelly.
Not biased. Not biased.
Some potential in this move. Looked very good indeed, but the move has broken down. To Jones. Able to make good
A 5-foot pass, and we're hitting the defender.
plays back.
We need people with better passing stats in our team.
Stopped emphatically and just as well. The approach play looked very encouraging.
That's not bad. That's all right as well.
They could close some danger now.
Jody Jones, Joe! Oh my! What a save from the keeper. He'll win the Champions League and Europa League. Europa League, the winner of Arsenal versus Atletico Madrid will win the Europa League. 100% guaranteed on that. Joe! Yes! And the Champions League, I hope it's Liverpool.
Just seen the winning goal, Martin, there.
I hope it's Liverpool. We managed to take the lead late on. Good battling by Donis. Fires it to Joe. Defender nearly got back at him.
Final finish wasn't
But
difficult, but to
Right, we're going to stick normal attacking,
In front now, West Ham.
not ultra attack, because they're still got to come at us, so we still need to score. I think we need a 2-goal cushion.
Trying to get the team going again as an attacking force.
Well, it's from the sublime to the ridiculous, really. I mean, tried to park the bus and it didn't work. Now it's a bit like the old Wimbledon crazy gun tactics. Get it in the mix-up is the message.
He went in well. Willis.
They've thrown up the centre back, Willis. What you talking about, Willis?
Throw it. Here we're going to have a substitution. It seems as though it's for tactical reasons.
Pull out to Niambe.
Now he's looking
Etienne
for
Jr. has to watch his offsides.
time to get the cross now.
Niambe. Battling well. And that's unfortunate. Just trying to waste a bit of time in that corner. Win the header. No, we don't.
Kelly.
Good ball down the line. McNulty.
They know the clock is against them. The opposition.
Willis. It's dropped down. Why is he chasing the wrong player? Jones, get rid. Oh,
Space to try and hit it now. Oh, really.
I thought that was him.
The goal to bring them level.
Well, it looked easy, didn't
Right,
it?
we're
It's
aiming
close
for
in there.
Joe.
Get some stick from the crowd. Really made a hash of that to try and get the equaliser.
And he passes it straight back to Bayliss.
Turnover in
Good
play.
block by Busquets. Yes! We get a win. A hard-fought win.
Really close to the final
Do I think City will win the They'll go into it as favourites.
Their nose is just in front.
They'll go into it as favourites, but
Good this move.
no. I think we're going to see a new champion next year. I think we'll see another team win it, but I don't know who. I just hoping for a much closer race. That's all I'm hoping for.
English Football League 2. Chesterfield 0, Morecambe 2. Colchester United 2, Carlisle United 1. Mansfield Town 1, Swindon Town 1. Notts County 3, Barnet 2. Port Vale 1, Cheltenham Town 1. West Ham United 3, Coventry City 2. Wycombe Wanderers 1,
No.
Exeter City 2.
No. Liverpool don't have it in them to win the Premier League.
Crewe Alexandra 1.
In my opinion, they're a very good cup team. One draw. We're going to finish off this stream with the game against Crewe, and then yep, and then we'll end the stream because I need to go somewhere pretty much at 11 o'clock. Takes roughly 20 minutes to play a game, so we'll have just enough time to squeeze this one in before we end, which would be good. And we will also be pretty much into November in the career mode, which is always good. And what I'm going to do is I am going to start 2 minutes up front for Osorio, but bring him on the bench. Just give him a little bit of a rest. And I need to change the formation again. I need to change it to a 4-4-2. 4-4-2 flat, because that seemed to work towards the end. Etienne Jr. on the right. Donish Busquets in the middle. Jones on the left. I'm going to swap Jones out for Brooks. If Brooks will run out on left mid. And I hope not. I hope not. I'm glad, don't get me wrong, I'm glad Wenger is going. I am really glad he's going because I think Arsenal need it. But I don't want him to lose his last game in charge. I think that would be unfair on the man. I mean, he's been a cracking manager for over 20 years. I think it would be cruel on him if he lost his last game in this last game. Draw? Maybe. I'll let him have a draw, but I wouldn't like him to lose it.
Alan Smith alongside me, Martin Tyler, and a big welcome to you
Crewe Alexandra versus West Ham
to this match.
at Court Lane. Let's go West Ham. Let's get a win to finish the stream off.
So this is how the hosts line up today. Probably one of the two front men will slip behind the other and augment the midfield when required.
I think so. If they start getting overloaded,
Right, so we can't make a simple pass again.
Who does like to fill his midfield.
Is it? Oh, it's against United.
United's lineup is this.
Yeah, I'll say it's a draw. I'll say no. Well, then again, it depends. If they get through to the final, then if they get through to the final Europa League, that'll be his last game. If it's against United, last game of the season, then yeah, I'm kind of. I think I'll go for a draw on that one.
It really is shaping up to be a fantastic season. So much competition, particularly at the top.
Well, we haven't got to the halfway mark yet, but I do hope it continues in this fashion.
2 minutes.
Close.
Here comes the challenge.
I was trying to do a little bit of shifty movements to get a bit of space.
Here's Walker. Could be a chance here. We've got the ball into a good area. It's a weak cross, really. Not getting past
Goal
the
kick,
first
please.
defender.
Thank you.
Now we have a corner to come
He's
via that deflection.
I didn't run for that because it was a goal. I thought it was a goal kick. Get it out.
It was a promising situation. They could have made more of that.
Go on, Niambe. All right. We'll go for a run then. Down the line, 2 minutes.
Played down the wing, keeping the wide attack going.
Joe battles, but unfortunately,
Matsura.
because we were held up on the defender, we lose that opportunity to go through on goal. Good battling by Donis.
Out the pass. Coming on strong.
Joe's losing the ball left, right, and freaking centre at the minute.
More news on the injury, and Jeff Shreves is the man in possession of the information.
I've got to say,
Keeper.
looks like he's in severe pain, but he looks less concerned than the bench, who are worried about him. I think he'll stay off.
Jeff, I knew you'd know what was going on down there. On to the attack now. Neatly intercepted. Matsura.
I messed up with a diagonal.
Trying to stretch the opposition,
Out.
using the
That's a
wide
rubbish
areas.
ball in by diagonal.
It's
Absolutely
the
terrible.
goal kick. There's good progress.
It is. But no one can begrudge Arsene Wenger finishing off his Premier League managing career with a draw, can they really? Regardless of form and record.
Agree. Really trying to use the
And
full
that-
width of the pitch here to make some
Risky.
progress.
Works. Brooks.
To Brooks. Attacking well here.
Slides it into Joe. To Donis. Donis. To Joe. On the spin. That's the post.
Good distance to the clearance there.
Yeah, it is.
Throw in to come.
There's no absolutely no doubt about it. Their away record is bad, but it's his last game in charge, for crying out loud. Record goes out the window. They both won't effectively. They both don't have anything to play for in the Premier League, so records and everything goes completely out the window. United will obviously want to finish the season with a win, and with it being at home. It gets fired all the way back to Busquets, who can't get anything on it to beat Ben Garrett.
Walker. Into the attacking third.
It's good tackling. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're just gonna, if you're listing, I understand you don't need to list everyone that Arsenal have lost against. Daraj, you do not need to list them. I am fully aware of how bad they've been away from home.
This looks promising.
2 minutes to Zhao. Can he fire it across the keeper? He can. Fires it through Garrett, and we took the lead against Crew. We might as well do the trademark celebration. And we are 1-0 up. Yep. Dalraj, you do not need to keep posting that. I get the point you're making. We've discussed it. I get the point. It's Wenger's last game of the season. Wenger's last game in charge of Arsenal. Form and everything goes out the window. Everything goes out the window.
That's a great interception. This could lead to a chance. It's good attacking play.
It's like with the FA Cup. It's like what they say with every cup game. Form goes out the window when that comes round. A nice slide ball into 2 minutes. Can he slide through to Busquets? He's not quick enough to get onto that one.
Miller. Walker. Breed. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation.
And it's going to be one. Oh, Walker over the bar.
Really could have been the goal to bring them level.
Well, it looked easy, didn't it? He's close in there. Get some stick from the crowd. Really made a hash of that to try and get the equaliser.
Promising build-up until that challenge.
And that's 1-0 at half time thanks to the goal from Zhao. So it's looking very good for us to be able to finish the stream off with a victory. But again, it's Crew. So, you know, it's Crew.
This could be a problem for the referee in the second half because the rain is still lashing down. Anticipated the direction of the pass and was able to intervene. Looking good, this move.
Oh, 2 minutes. 2 minutes with a great finish. Does a little bit of jinky movement on the edge of the box before finishing it past Garrett into the bottom corner. That's a good finish. That is a very good finish from 2 minutes. He's a free agent, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. You can pick him up off the free agents to start the season. 61 rated. Not a bad finish. Gets the ball here. Steps one side of his man and finishes it to the other. Sends him on skates. Good bottom corner.
Just widen the margin here to 2-0. And Jones. It's Miller.
Win that. Well done, Floranus.
Brooks.
Oh, nicely done from Brooks. Gets the ball back.
Brooks.
2 minutes. Gives it back to Brooks.
On the attack here.
Zhao. Bit of space. It's off Bakayoko.
That's deflected
Bakayoko.
behind. It will be
Not
a corner.
Bakayoko.
Gone short with the corner.
Brooks. Looking in the back post for 2 minutes. Headed away by Green.
Clearance there. Robinson.
Donis. Win the header, win the header. Oops. He's won the header, but he's gone straight to Miller.
Bring the ball well there. Well, they're in a good position here. He's cut that out well, well read.
Lovely ball out to Brooks. Brooks to 2 minutes. Slides it through. Is Zhao going to be offside? He is, unfortunately.
Offside.
Nearly a very good work play.
Full substitution for the losing team. Now Jones. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here.
Canate. To Brooks. Donis. To Brooks again.
This turnover could be costly.
Brooks cuts inside. He's going to be looking through to Zhao. He does! That's a great finish for 3. That's a lovely finish for 3-0. West Ham running away with it at Crew now. And there's nothing he really can do about it. We're pulling him apart. Brooks cuts inside. And then that is a lovely ball behind the defender. And Zhao nearly pretty much an open net thanks to Garrett's poor positioning.
We expected this. Such a one-sided affair. Let's look at the scoreline. Coming on strong and looking to play their way through now. Very skilled. These passes may look easy.
Zhao for a hat-trick. It's off Ray.
Shot blocked here. To Brook. Very weak challenge.
Oh. Zhao. Can he nick that? No, he can't. It's off the defender. Robinson dinks it down here. Niambe. Etienne Jr. dangles back. Going to make a couple of changes now. We're going to take off Etienne Jr. and bring on Jody Jones. And we're going to move Brooks inside and bring on Habsanovic. And we'll bring on Haynes for Florenus, just to give him a run in the first team. Time on 6 minutes. We're going to be going after this game.
Maybe the counter-attack is on here. It's on the move all the time and makes lots of these interceptions.
Oh, that's a bad foul. Free kick to Crew, about 30 yards out. Subs have been made.
I'm not sure he wants to go off, but maybe they're just thinking ahead beyond this game.
Walker, miles over.
Isn't he, to this team, and they don't want him out for any longer than necessary.
He's read that, hasn't he? Made the interception, made it look easy actually. Good forward play.
Good tackle. Jones.
Haynes. To Brook.
Oh, Reigns gets ahead of that Tumenum.
Trying to switch on the attacking.
Tumenum slides it through. Zhao, freeze up. Trick.
This one too hard, Alan, hasn't he?
Oh, I think he shanked
He
it
rushed it.
miles off target in the end.
Snatched at it with his like weaker foot.
Ray. Oh, nice interplay between the two of them. That's good movement forward here.
Great tackle from Robinson. Puts it out for a throw in. 10 minutes left in this game.
Fair tackle.
Whips the ball in.
Goes towards the
McCarthy is there.
of the goalkeeper. Not the
Let's see if we can hit
hardest
two
thing
men. We
he'll
can.
have to do today by any means. They've got numbers in this attack, and it looks dangerous.
Porter.
Ray.
Ray. While battled by
Right, they were in a
Haynes.
good position until that defender acted very promptly and decisively.
Oh,
Clever
massive
ball.
space here for Jody Jones.
Played in the clear. He's in here.
Zhao for the hat-trick! Lovely unselfish play from Jody Jones. He saw Zhao was ahead of his man and gets him the match ball with his third of the game and West Ham's fourth of this game. That's brilliant. So much room for Jody Jones. Lovely composure. Brings out the keeper, then slides it to Zhao, who keeps it on the deck and makes it 4-0.
You're a special player too. The player that is the clinical sort and showed us that today.
Tumenun
Break is definitely
beats his
on.
man. For 5, he's at the post. Tumenun with his chance for a second.
That's proper defending. They can't score from there. It's out of play.
That's a bad pass by
Anticipated the
Haksanovic.
direction of the pass.
Hakasaban.
Intervene.
Mouth can't get around that name.
They can be quick
Highlight.
on the break now.
Hi Hong,
Here's
how are you?
Walker.
Thank you very much for coming to the stream. Unfortunately, you're joining just as we're going to be finishing.
3 minutes, that's
We're finishing this game off and then I'm going to be going, unfortunately. Zhao looking over the top for Tumanen. Reigns knocks it down. Perry NG. Oh, good battle. Ainley tries to get the slide in. Green. Let's bring him down. It's going to be a free kick on the edge of the area, but I don't care. It's 90th minute. Not even a yellow card. Thank you, referee. We stopped him from getting into the area.
Sliding in and taking his part in the game into
Walker
dangerous territory, really.
stands it up. Oh, Ainley. Straight through to McCarthy. Let's just launch it. Should be full time now. Referee, and it is! And we get the win. Zhao with the hat-trick. And that is 4-0 and a very easy game. Crew didn't really put up much of it. Well, 4 shots with none on target, and one of them was from a free kick as well, which was way over the bar. But yeah, a great result from West Ham there, and we're finally starting to click with this team a little bit. Change the formation to go back to 4-4-2. We're currently top of the table by a point to Notts County. Let's just finish this little bit of training before we end the stream. Trot, our young goalkeeper, who was part of West Ham's academy, by the way, is growing up to be 65, so he could be overtaking McCarthy as our first choice keeper. We'll have a little bit of an in-depth look at the table now. West Ham top, we've lost 1 game, 34 points, and bottom of the table, cut adrift off Forest Green with only 6 points out of 15 games. So we're moving along quite quickly. So, want to thank every single one of you for coming and joining the stream. Thank you so much for your contribution and spending your time with me on a Saturday. It's been amazing. If you enjoyed it, then hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you've got any comments, concerns or improvements, leave them in the chat. Follow me on Twitter at Raccas Gaming to continue the conversation over there. And I'll see you tomorrow morning for another stream at about 9:30. See you then. Trot.